Hello, third graders. Welcome to lesson 2.10. Today's lesson is all about how to play a game. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? We're going to be looking at arrays and how we represent them with division. If you remember arrays, right, you see some arrays here, right, that are multiplication arrays. So we have uh, 5 columns and 2 rows here. So 5 times 2 equals 10, right? And over here we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 times 3, there's 9 here. Those were our arrays when we talked about them with multiplication. And today we're going to talk about similar arrays with division. So our goal here today is to be able to solve division problems using arrays, and we're going to be representing this concept of division in an array today. So we need our math journal right off the bat here. So go ahead and open to Math Journal page 54. All right, so we're going to work on this together before we play the game that we have for our lesson today. Our math message says Amanda wants 2 rows of tomato plants in her garden. Right now, remember when we're talking about rows, we're talking about this way. So she wants 2 rows like that. Make sketches to show your thinking. Can Amanda make an array with 2 equal rows if she has 9 tomato plants? All right, well, let's do it. We're going to have 2 rows here, and we have to have a total of 9 plants, not 9 in each row. Now I'm at 6, 7, 8, 9. Can she have 2 equal rows if she has 9 tomato plants? No. So draw your picture there. Draw your array, excuse me. And it's a no, right? Because why is it no? Well, she's got this extra one. Remember that our extras in division, we call them remainders, right? That's really what we're doing here is we're dividing 9 plants into 2 rows. It is not possible to come out equal. What if she has 12 plants? Okay, so 2 rows. So we're going to see if that will come out even. 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, look at that. Was she able to make 2 equal rows? Yes. How many are in each row? 6, right? And think about, that makes sense, right? 6 plus 6 or 6 times 2 equals 12. And so if we take 12 and we divide it by 2, which is what we're doing here, right? We split it in half, then we would have 6 in each row. All right, let's work here a little bit together, but a little bit on your own. 14 tomato plants. All right, take a moment and draw your picture. Hey, what did you find out? Did the 14 tomato plants come out even in 2 equal rows? Yes, they did, right? So a yes here. All right, go ahead and do the last one there. 15 tomato plants. 15 tomato plants. Draw your picture and decide yes or no. Hey, this one was a no, right? If you drew that picture, and I'm just going to add to my picture up here, you would have had your own one here, but you don't want to watch me drawing all these. You would have one extra if you had 15, right? You would have an extra tomato plant. So the answer here was no. Well, let's look down here at the bottom. What do you notice about the numbers of plants that could be planted in arrays with 2 equal rows? What do you notice about the number of plants that could not? All right, so we're going to be putting 2 sentences here. Let's first look at the ones that were yeses, right? What do you notice about this number and this number, 14 and 12? What do those numbers have in common? Okay, they're both more than 10. That's true. They're both less than 20. That's true. Let's look at the other 2 numbers and see if that helps us. What do this number And the other no was this one. What do those have in common? All right. If you haven't said it yet, I want to lead you to a discovery here, right? 12 and 5 and 14 have one thing in common, and then 9 and 15 have the opposite, and that is even and odd. So if you look at the ones that we could get a yes for, they are from even, not equal, even numbers, right? Even numbers can be divided in half and not have any remainder. The other ones are odd. So let's go down here. We're going to write our sentence here. What do you notice about the number of plants? Well, if it says, what do you notice? We need to write, I notice. Ooh, look how big that is. I notice that the even numbers can be divided. And I'll pause this in a moment so you can catch up equally in two rows. The odd number. I did put if there. I notice I don't even need an if there. I notice the even numbers can be divided into equally into two rows. The odd numbers have an extra remainder. All right, go ahead and write your two sentences there. Okay, so what these are examples of arrays, and we're going to now get into our game, right? Remember that the leftovers that you have when you divide the odd numbers by two are called remainders. Now, we're going to play a game called Division Array. We're going to play it online, but if you want to see the rules, if you for some reason want to play this at a table, you can find the rules in your SRB on page 238. We are going to go to our link here, right? You'll have this link. If you don't have this bookmarked, you probably want to have this bookmarked so you can get there easily. Um, and we're going to click MC for McGraw-Hill, right? And again, same as I've said a lot of times before, your MC might be on the different side than mine. So find the MC. And then when you log in, you'll see that Mr. White probably has lots of choices here. Yep, you probably have one choice. Same thing here, right? If you have two of these, pick the one that has a V in it. V for virtual, if you're with me virtually. And then we're going to come down to EM Games Online. This is called Division Arrays. Here it is. And we're going to play this game today. I'm going to choose it again, then I'm going to tell you that what the game description says. Players take turn making arrays. During each turn, a player is given a total number of counters and the number of rows, then use them to build an array. The player earns points equal to the number of counters in one row of the array. The player with more points at the end of 5 rounds is the winner. So I'm going to click start, and we're going to go through a couple rounds of this game. Ooh, we're going to be red, and the computer will be blue. Okay, now what is going to happen here is that I'm going to be drawing a card. When it's your turn, you'll click on a card. And so we get 7 counters. They're going to be right here. They're little fish counters. And then this, when we roll the dice here, or the die, that's going to show us how many rows we're going to have. Let's see. We're going to have 5 rows. All right, so I have to make my 5 rows. And I think the computer's probably talking right now, so I can't click it yet. Yeah, it's telling me to drag them to my workspace. And then it's telling me that I am going to use the keypad and count how many are in each row. Okay, so now I think I can click on. So I have to make 5 rows because I drew a 5. This is actually a really bad round here for me. So 5 rows. Now I have 2 left, and in my brain I'm because I want to make another row here, but I have no more. Instead, these are extras, right? They don't make an entire row, so they're extras. So I'm just going to throw them over there. And how many of these counters are in each row? Well, there's only one in each row, so I get a measly 1 point. We'll play some more rounds here so that you can kind of see. Let's see what the computer gets. The computer draws a 18 and makes 3 rows. Or excuse me, yeah, 3 rows. So look what the computer's doing. Computer's doing awesome here. So it made 3 rows, split up the 18, and had 6 in each row. 6, 6, and 6. And so got 6 points. And if you use all of your counters, you get your points doubled. So the computer is currently destroying me. Oh, 15. This could be good. 15 in 2 rows. All right, so I'm going to make 2 rows. Last time I had to make 5 rows. This time I have to make 2 rows. I'm going to drag these all out here. See how I'm making 2 equal rows? I have a lot. That's good. That's good for me. Good for my points. Uh-oh. Now, what's this guy? I have no more. What is this guy right there? It's the remainder. It's extra, so it has to be over here to the side. To get my points, I have to count how many counters are in one row. How many points am I going to get? I get 7 points. 7 points because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to help me, but I've still got some work to do on the computer. Let's watch one last turn from the computer. Got it 8 and I had to put them in 6 rows. Ooh, yeah, right. So only could put one in each row because he only had 8 counters. All right, third graders, this is how you play division arrays. Make sure that you play 5 rounds with the computer. So I've done 2. I have 3 more to go. You, of course, if you are welcome to play as many times as you want, but do make sure to get all the way through at least one game. All right, third graders, I'll see you next time. Good luck.